You hungry? There you go. Eat up. Here's good food. Here's good food. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thursday. So yesterday was a pretty big day. Alex and Haley helped us get everything cleaned up in the house, and then something that was really exciting and important to me is that all of us collectively, but mostly Mao and Haley, built the Alex shelves that the controllers were going to go into. And to be honest, that was something that I was not planning on dealing with anytime soon. But today, we were like, well, we could put in a few to see what it would look like. And then within a short time, we had put all of the controllers away. So I wanted to show that off today, kind of make that the focal point of the vlog. And, the individual drawers that these controllers are in, they could change depending on what our needs are. But I figured I would show off what I've done so far because organization scratches a real good itch in my head, and I've never had an organization set up for the controllers that was this good. So yeah, as a reminder, a quick little overview. I have all of the consoles next to the controllers. So all the the consoles are here, with the idea being that you get the console from here. I'm gonna close this. And then the AC adapters and AV cables or whatever are going to be in those, which they aren't yet, but that's coming up. That's another thing I'm working on. And then we'll just put the console there, connect it to power, so even when you're sitting on the couch, you can, because a lot of the controller cables are real short, they'll reach the console because they'll just be right there. That's the idea. Just to back up a moment, how this originally started was we were trying to come up with a plan to have like all of the consoles connected all of the time. And it was going to be like near the TV, and all the consoles were going to be connected with power and going through all these HDMI matrices and switches and splitters and stuff. And like, this is so much easier and makes more sense from a cost perspective, but then also from like a space perspective. So if you are also someone who maybe has a bunch of video game consoles and you're like, oh, I want them all to be hooked up. I mean, maybe that's what you want. Maybe that's genuinely what you want, but like, possibly reassess and be like, would it make more sense to just divide this stuff up? Because it made more sense for me. Anyway, back to what I was showing you. All right, so eventually these are going to be labeled in some way. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but for now, up here is, I'm just going to call this like modern, because this has got Xbox One controllers, and we have more. I don't know where they are, but I know we have more. I just haven't found them. And also the PS5 controller would go here if it wasn't actively being charged over there. So it's just like modern. Over here, we've got Switch. I'm going to call it Switch 1. There's actually 2 drawers for Switch because there's so many controllers. We have a bunch of the retro Switch controllers, because I love the idea that I love the idea that they re-released the old controllers, which is exciting to me. But then also that, these are USB controllers. Like, you can use them with other devices. So like, yeah, use them on the Switch and that's great, but also hook them up to a computer. So under that is the next Switch one. So there's like just some Switch stuff in here. We got some extra Joy-Cons. We have some cables in here. I don't ultimately know if the cables are going to stick around in the drawers, but some Switch Pro controllers, and then also we have an unopened Joy-Con, which Nintendo sent like a while back. We'll flip back over to this side. This is PS4. We have 4 of these. We had picked up a bunch so we could do, I think it was so we could do Little Big Planet 3, maybe, with my parents, I think. I can't remember exactly now. This is PS3. You can probably see where this is going. It means that this is PS2. So we got a few PS2 controllers in here. Then we got the remote. Love the remote. I don't think I own a PS2 multi-tap, so that might be something that I want to get at some point in the future. I'll just work my way down from here. This is original Xbox. I'm pretty sure I own a 4th Xbox controller. I don't know where it is, but here's 3 of them. I also I thought I had one of the big Duke controllers, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Down here, some Dreamcast stuff. Below that, this is Xbox 360. We got 3 wired controllers. The old media remote. This came in my original Xbox 360 when I got it. And then actually just recently someone sent us a Kinect in the mail. So we finally have a Kinect. This is Wii. So you've got the Wii remotes, nunchucks, Wii Classic controller, but then there's some miscellaneous stuff in here. There's an extra GameCube controller. There's the stand for the Wii. This is a GameCube microphone, and that's because this drawer is kind of a mess. Because, look at that. We have a lot of GameCube controllers. And hi buddy, having a lot of GameCube controllers isn't bad because, you can theoretically play a game with 8 GameCube controllers. So having that many around is not terrible, but it's a lot. And I just have a bunch of Wavebirds from over the years. Here's the GameCube adapters for, again, PC if you want it to be. Where was I up here? Yeah, here. So here's Wii U. Just got these in here. And you can probably tell that some of these could be consolidated, and we might do that, but for now I'm using up all of the space. Super Nintendo, and I have a multi-tap, but I only have 2 Super Nintendo controllers. These are childhood controllers. The mouse also, and the mouse pad. This is all this is my childhood stuff. These are the controllers I played Earthbound on. Down here, NES, got Dogbone and classic variants, and also the Zapper. Sega Saturn, got the 3D analog pads, and then also one of the more traditional ones. Some Genesis stuff. I think it's a 3-button controller, a 6-button controller, and then an off-brand 6-button controller. Got a bunch of N64 stuff. There's also some Rumble packs, and this is for the microphone, and I have a transfer pack that's actually sitting on my desk that probably needs to go in here. And I guess honestly, a memory card should go in there too, but I don't know where the memory cards are. I haven't found them. And then this is a PlayStation 1. You stepped on this. Is that causing you a concern? Heavy breathing. It's okay, buddy. That thing can't hurt you. Although I hope I didn't just teach you how to use it, because that would be very, very dreadful. Okay, let's not eat it though. Yeah, this is I think, is it called GunCon? GunCon, because it's a gun controller for PlayStation 1. Yeah, actually, we don't. No, we do have a PlayStation 1. Do we have a PlayStation 1? It's not in this list. I just called the shelf a list. Do we own a PS1? I thought we did. Maybe we traded in the PS1 because we didn't technically need it because the PS2 does play PS1 games. That might be it. But I don't think we have any PS1 controllers or anything because we have PS2. There's also a model of the PlayStation 3 that plays PS2 games, but we don't have one of those. I remember those those are launch model PS3s, and I remember those having some sort of failure rate problems. I don't know if that's still a concern or not, but we don't have one regardless. Anyway, this is how we have our controllers organized, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy about it. I want to get some labels on the outside, and I want to, figure out for sure how I'm going to organize it. But I like it. I like how we have things, and I can't wait to actually get to the point where we can do a stream where we can play any game, because it's that system, get the system off the shelf, plug it in, grab a controller, get the game, go. And is there some setup? Yeah, but is it a better alternative to me than having everything set up all the time? Yeah, I think so. That would just take up, realistically, it would just take up more space than we have. So I'm grateful for the space that we have, and I'm trying to utilize it as efficiently as possible, and I think this is a good way of doing it. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?